Hey kids, this is James, the non-professional, back with another episode of Draw. And today we're doing Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc. or the even better movie, Monster University. So, it may look simple because he's just a gigantic circle within a circle. Circle for the eyes, circle, big gigantic circle, or sort of jelly bean shape for the body. But, he's got a lot more detail than your average cartoon. His, tiny teeth. He's got little claws. And I put him with the little construction hard hat there, and again his feet, and he actually has like a sort of a muscle structure. If you watch the cartoon, it's not just a straight line for the arms. He's actually got curve and muscle there. And then of course the colors are gonna be a little bit more complicated. All right, so we do use simple shapes for the roughs, as you've seen there. Circle, big old circle for the body, or little bean shape, I guess, for the body, and a circle for the eyes. And if you notice his mouth, he's got like that, I guess, sort of thin section above it and below. Because his mouth, he doesn't have lips. He has a sort of recessed mouth. His mouth is just sort of recessed back into his skin. And those things that look like lips are not actually lips. Same thing with his eye. His eye is sort of recessed back into his skull, if he has a skull. I don't know, he looks like it's just a big blob actually, but you see the folds of skin around his eye, and like I said, his eye is sort of recessed or kind of sucked back into his head there. And of course the hard hat with the little Monsters Inc. Logo there on his helmet. All right, finished with lines, and now we're going to do some inks. And he's inked entirely in green. Well, not officially, because he's actually a CG animated character, and I'm drawing him as a cartoon. So anyways, I went with dark green because it just looks better. Again, as I said before, blacks are a little too harsh, especially for a character that's as light colored as Mike Wazowski. He's a lighter green, and you don't want just a harsh black on there for ink. So get a darker green marker or darker green color pencil, and use that for your inks. Actually, if you're doing inks, then you probably want a marker. Anyways, all right, and then I'm doing a dark blue for his hard hat there, because his hard hat is going to be cerulean, or or a sort of sky blue, I guess. And of course he's carrying a clipboard. So this is Mike Wazowski from, I guess, Monsters Inc. as opposed to Monster University, because in Monsters Inc. he was, the guy with the clipboard. He was the assistant to Sully. When he was the main character in Monster University, man, his story is great. He's a very determined, very positive person, and and if you want to know something about persistence, patience, perseverance, man, that is the movie to watch. Talk about a character that is unrelenting in achieving what it is he set out to achieve. Nothing, no matter what odds are stacked against this guy, he just overcomes them. And even in the end, and I won't spoil it for you, things don't exactly go the way he wants it to. He makes the most of it. Certainly character attribute that would benefit you greatly as you grow older and, you desire to achieve certain things. So anyways, back to the drawing. So there's those lips that I was telling you about. Instead of, they're not really lips. They're just sort of recessed skin, And of course I'm going to do some, special effects here with his eyes, some, highlighting in order to make it look glassy. I know that you may not be able to do, actually you could do it with colored pencils pretty good. I don't know so much you could do it with markers, but, anyways, use the beige for the eyes just to get that little dimension, get a little roundedness there. And we're going to go ahead and color in his hard hat. The underside, of course, is going to be a darker blue because it's shaded. It's in the shadows. And we're going to color in his hard hat with some cerulean or sky blue, whatever you want to call it, and a brown clipboard. And silver for the, I guess, the clip on the clipboard. But we're going to throw some highlights in here just to give him a little bit more dimension. Make his colors look a little bit more interesting. So there, and erasing the highlights. And then, of course, the unseen, very unnoticeable yellow spots that he has on his skin. And shading for the leg there. And there you have it. It's Mike Wazowski. Always remember your 3 P's: persistence, patience, perseverance. That's how you grow. Hey guys, if you like my content, please like or comment below. And if you want regular updates, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.